I have a top 5 list for you. Top 5 places where Derek Carr would fit best. Hit it. Number 5 on the list. They need one. I believe they need one. It's entirely possible they could still stick with the guy that they have there. But the Tennessee Titans wouldn't be a bad spot. Tennessee Titans wouldn't be a bad spot for him. You go to the AFC South. I know that's getting a little bit more stout. The Colts are looking for a new quarterback there. The Jaguars just won this division. But the way that the Jaguars won the division is because the Titans completely fell apart. This is a team that's got a lot of winning pieces, including that head coach. I kind of feel like Derek Carr and Vrabel would vibe. I don't know. Just kind of get it. And plus, you're living there in Nashville. I think he would probably dig that. Living there in Nashville, you're going to the AFC South. It's not all the pressure in the world that's upon you. I think that's not a bad fit. Handing off to Derrick Henry works. You're worried about a run game. You just watched your Alabama running back win the rushing title. Derrick Henry can do that. I kind of like that fit. Derek Carr goes there. They can win that division and make the playoffs and make some hay. I really feel. Number 4 on this list. This would take some doing. It would be a shock. It would kind of be a shock to move on from their young quarterback and sign this guy. But if there is any smoke between this team and their young quarterback, maybe the New England Patriots is a fit for Derek Carr, Chris. What do you think? Belichick takes Derek Carr in under his wing and they bring him in, and it's a veteran. Obviously he would hear from McDaniels, what's up? Maybe that might turn him off if McDaniels didn't like some of the things Carr did or wasn't a fit, so to speak. But maybe Bill will take McDaniels' guy and roll with him.
Yeah, Carr will be 32 at the start of next year.
This is a very young, veteran, prideful man at quarterback, sir. I don't know. I kind of think Derek Carr with that run game, and you have to do too much. Hey, Derek, we don't have to need you to throw for 400 yards. I don't know. That would be a bad fit.
We need D-Hop, too, if we're going to get Derek Carr.
Maybe you can. Who knows? Well, I don't think the cap is very friendly for these maneuvers, but I just think it's not a bad fit if Mac Jones
not bad.
And the Patriots aren't somehow on the same page.
I don't hate it.
Number 3, we're getting to some more obvious choices. The New York Jets would be a fit. I am not going to buy into this whole sense that Carr can't handle the New York spotlight. I think the New York fan seeing Carr and just seeing that guy that shows up at a press conference with his eyes filled with tears saying some guys in that locker room aren't believing and I put my ass on the line, and he doesn't use that language. Remember when he came out and he started talking about how some of the guys in the locker room aren't trying as hard, and he was giving that implication and his tears in his eyes. I think New York fans would kind of buy into that, and it kind of is vibing the same stuff as Garrett Wilson. Like the accountability that Derek Carr takes, I think would meet the moment in New York City. Of course, some of the Derek Carr moments that we saw in blowing leads, it's not all on him, but, he would have to have a thick skin. I'm not going to ascribe that he's, this wallflower in Oakland and Vegas that can't handle the heat. He's also not out there to create the heat on him. The weapons there too, man. I mean, Breece Hall with Garrett Wilson and the rest of that team and the offensive line getting better and the defense right there. Carr wouldn't be a bad fit in New York at all. Number 2 on this list, if you want to talk about pressure, this would be, in my mind, the most pressure-packed situation. And I know I just mentioned New York and New England. You never want to be the guy after the guy. You just don't ever want to be the guy after the guy. And somebody's going to have to be the guy after the guy in Tampa. I mean, Derek Carr throwing to Evans and Godwin, right? Don't you think he would fit there with these guys? Throw deep, baby? I don't know. Love to see what their offensive style is going to be. And
Rashard White is emerging as a big-time back.
This is a team that we all know made the Super Bowl a couple of years ago, and I don't know what the team's going to look like as their credit card bills that they might have created by creating the room for Brady to win now in that window. I don't know how that's going to leave the aftermath of this team, but that's not a bad spot for him to go to. NFC South, let's go. That's not a bad division to go into and try and win now. Number one on the list is another NFC South team. This was yesterday. Dan Orlovsky mentioned this, and I've been thinking a lot about it since he said it. Carolina is a great spot. Frank Reich takes Derek Carr under his wing and says, let's go. The quarterback whisperer for, we all know, Wentz and Foles, and didn't work out in Indianapolis this past year, but I kind of think Carolina is a great spot and the best fit for Derek Carr. Let's go. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.